Hey, if you struggle to close your prospects and you don't know what to say and how to get them to arrive at what you want, I'm gonna give you a very powerful tip in this video, so stick around. And if we haven't met, my name is Edita. I'm a former struggling network marketer, and I was struggling because I didn't like prospecting. It didn't work for me. I'm not designed to do prospecting. I was very shy. It felt very awkward. I hated approaching friends and family and strangers and to ask them to look at my stuff. So obviously I was struggling, but then I found a way to get my ideal prospects to come to me, and I'm sharing information related to that and all sorts of tips at fees now. And today I'm going to talk about closing, and I'm going to give you one simple but very powerful tip if you are talking to your prospects, what to say, how to close them without having to feel salesy, without having to feel awkward. And here's the thing. Very, very often we feel awkward and shy and salesy only because we don't know what to say or we don't have the skills. So, and obviously selling, marketing, and that kind of stuff, everything comes down to the skills that everyone can learn. No, we are not born, nobody is born to be a salesperson. This is something that everyone can learn. So closing is sort of a sub area of the marketing, of selling, and it's also a skill. It's important to know what to say. And because many people don't know that, or they don't even realize that it's a skill, that's why it feels awkward. Now, what is closing in general? And this is one very important thing to understand, that closing is not trying to convince them. Closing is getting your prospect to arrive at their own decision. And what happens when they do it by themselves is that they stick with it, because it's in our human nature to commit to what we've decided. So your job as a marketer who is having a conversation with a prospect is to help them to make their own decision. And yes, sometimes it's not going to be the decision that will mean a new team member for you or will mean a sale for you, and it's fine. Your job is to actually help your prospect, and whatever it means. However, the chance that your prospect is gonna decide to join you or to buy from you is much, much greater when they actually feel that you are helping them, that you are on their side, that you care about what they want and need, you care about their interests, and you're not just there to make a sale no matter what. So here is one powerful tip for you to help your prospect to arrive at that decision. And if you use this tip, you'll get more people to actually say yes to you. So I know that in most cases, network marketers, when they present their opportunity or their products, they just throw this question at their prospects. So what do you think? And it's a very open-ended question, and it requires a lot of thinking from your prospect. And that's what your prospects don't want. Nobody wants to do a lot of thinking. It's too difficult. It requires too much effort and energy, and people always try to avoid that. And so what does get them to avoid that? Just saying no. That's why this question doesn't really work. So what do you think? And they will just say, I don't know. And I don't know is a no. I don't know. It's not joining you or not buying from you. It's the opposite. Okay. So you really need to be a bit more specific when you ask when you ask questions. Your questions need to be more specific, and your questions need to paint a picture for your prospect to imagine, to sort of see the situation. So here is what you need to do. Instead of saying, so what do you think? You should be saying something like this. So you have two options. One option, you keep doing what you're doing, and do you think you can get different results by sticking to what you are doing right now? Or you can actually get on board with me and I'll show you how to do XYZ. And in a matter of a few months or a year, you can be in this situation. So when you think about it, right? When you put it that way, when you frame your questions that way, do you think your prospect is gonna be more able to imagine two different situations? One situation is if they don't take action and they don't do anything about it, or they keep doing what they are doing right now, and the other situation if they join you or if they buy from you, and where they can actually be, what results that they can actually have in a certain amount of time. Now, it's always helpful when you talk about time, it's always helpful to be more specific instead of saying in a while, in some time, later, whatever. It's always helpful to be more specific, so your prospect that gets even a more specific, clear picture in their mind. So whatever it is in your case, 3 months or 6 months or a year, whatever you can sort of promise them, okay, like genuinely promise, I mean. So just present your prospect with two different options. One option is about the situation where they will be if they keep doing whatever they are doing right now, and the other option is where they can be if they join you and if they take action and if they do something together with you or buy from you. And the more specific you can be, the better, because specificity helps your prospect paint that mental picture in their mind, and because of that they will get clarity for themselves, and that's what you want for them. You want them to be clear on why they are making the decision they are making. And if they see that, okay, if they would never, otherwise maybe they would never think about the consequences of lack of action. If they didn't take any action, if they didn't do whatever is needed to do to get out from the current situation, so maybe they have never thought about it before. So it's very important to create that clarity for them. That's why we are talking about these two different options and two different situations, no action and certain action. So, and understanding the consequences. And if they do understand the consequences, if they get clarity about that, they will make their own decision to join you or not. But like I said, the chances of joining you when they make their own decision, they are allowed to make their own decision based on more clarity, are much, much greater. And you are just there as facilitator of making that decision, and they will feel that you are supporting them. They're gonna feel that you care about them, and they're gonna feel that you are there for their best interest, and not just to make a sale or to trick them into something they otherwise might not want. So I hope you got value out of this video. If you got value out of this video, please share it with somebody you think might benefit from it. Please leave me some reactions or comments and tell me if you're watching and where you are tuning in from, whether you are catching me live or catching the replay. And thanks for watching. And by the way, if you struggle to recruit team members because you feel shy and because prospecting makes you feel awkward, grab my free video at visnow.com/3 steps. Sorry, that was the old link, so it's /get cure. And thanks very much again for watching. I hope this week is going great for you, and I'll talk to you soon again. Bye now.